Hey guys, wanted to do a quickie vlog, a quickie update type thing. Just got back from running some errands and I picked up more foam board to do more of those dang wall panels. Picked up enough to finish the pattern that I've been working on. Over the last couple days though, actually for about the last week, I've been working on some tombstones and I figured I'd show you what I've got so far. This first one you've already seen. It's the Celtic cross that I did up, and I did a quick vlog on it the other day showing the pattern down to the feet. But that was the first tombstone I did. Since then I've done 5 others and I wanted to show you what those will look like. Okay, here's the next one. Rest in peace, Morgan Lee. Born 1902, died 1988. Blasted by Goku, buried by Frieza. Morgan Lee is my daughter, and she's a big Dragon Ball Z nut. And what I did on the born and died date, the died date is actually the year she was born. So she was killed off on the day she was born. But if you're a Dragon Ball Z nut, you should know who Goku and Frieza is. Well, that was the second one I did. And I guess I should say on this one, all the rest of the tombstones I've got made, other than that Celtic cross, are going to be animated. They're going to have some head poppers on them and what have you. On Morgan's tombstone, I was thinking about just doing a skull that pops up or rotates from side to side, you know, across the top there on it. That's what that one's going to get. And then I have that one there, Rest in Peace. It all says RIP. I'll give you a little bit closer look at it here. We'll zoom in on it a little bit. We got some cracks and stuff in it. And we'll back on it. I think that's a little bit too close. And I went and took a hammer and beat up the edges to get the gouges on this one, and then took a rasp over it to kind of smooth it out and give it an angle. I'm actually, I'll lay it down here on this other tombstone, right there, in the V notch. I'm going to put a head on it and a couple of hands up on either corner, and the head's just going to rise and fall on it, you know, with a shirt and stuff on it. So it looks like there's a ghoul climbing out from behind it. Okay, here's the next one. This one's going to be animated. As you can see, I put one of my paper clay skulls I made. I had a few left over. I didn't send them all to you, Steve, sorry. I put one in the middle there. The saying on it is, enter the gates, burnt you'll be, just like me. And what I'm going to try to do on the back side of it is I'm going to try to build kind of like a seesaw mechanism. And I'm going to have 2 styrofoam heads. I'm going to buy some masks for them that have kind of like a burnt look to them. You know, so the person looks like they've been burnt. And I'm going to mount one on either side of the top here, so they'll rock back and forth with that motion there that the camera's doing on this one. That's my idea so far on that one. And here's another one. Saying on it is, you'll be joining us. And here in the center here, I've actually got a piece of plexiglass cowl to fit in there. We're going to put a picture of a demon or something in there. And my thought for animation on this one is I need to find 2 small skeletons that will fit from here down to about here. And I'm going to do a shaft on the back that just slides back and forth, so the skeletons will wave in and out, and I'll attach their feet here and their hands here and their feet down here. You know, and that way they'll go in and out on them on both sides of the tombstone. That was my idea for that one. I still got to mess with the mechanics on that one yet. Okay, this is the last tombstone I did, and I'm doing this a little bit differently. Steve, if you remember, we were talking about the crypt lids opening and shutting and stuff, and you went and redid yours, and I had mentioned I was planning on redoing mine to do something similar. Talk with my wife. She's extremely animate about it. She does not want me messing with that crypt. She likes it just the way it is, and since that crypt was her idea in the first place, I'm not going to touch it. But I am going to take my idea and use it on this. I made a box crypt, and we'll go over here like that, a small one, and there's a skull on each end of it. The saying is Will Stanton, December 24th, 1703 to October 31st, 1796. And then up here on the top, if you notice, more of my paper mache skulls. There's the saying. On the day of the dead, when the year 2 died, he opened that lid and fell inside. Now, what I'm planning on doing with this is on the back side, I'm going to attach mount a piano hinge. So the lid will have this motion to it. And then on the inside, I'm going to mount up some sort of framework on the inside to hold 2 skeletal hands I'll have sticking out the lid. That will simply just raise the lid up and down. We'll put a light on the inside of it too. So anyway, I got that far on the foam board carving. Now I've been working on the bases here, and let me get one of them out here so you can see what they look like. Okay, here all the bases look pretty much like this at this point in time. It's basically 3 2x4s I mounted together, and I know it's going to weigh a ton, but I want it to weigh a ton. We've had some problems in years past. I had a little stand that I made for all my original tombstones that we put a cinder block on to help hold them upright, or to help stake them into the ground if they were on the grass. And wind come up and never failed, they always blew over. So I wanted something heavier. So I decided this is the start of the stands. I still got some work to do on them yet, but they'll sit there. And then this tombstone will sit roughly on them, right up on the front up there. And then what I'm going to do is mount some dowlings here and here on the board that will fit up inside the tombstone. So the tombstone will actually go over the top of them and sit like that. And then I'm thinking, I'm going to turn this around the other way. I'm getting lazy. I don't want to move the thing. I'm hoping that there will be enough room to attach a 2x2 for. And I want to run the 2x2, and the tombstone is not going to cooperate. The table's ass slant is why. I want to go up from the base up here to hold the piping and the mechanics and stuff for the head and stuff on this one. But all of them are going to be pretty much the same. They're all going to have that same 2x2 sticking up the back. I was also thinking too, I could probably attach some Velcro to the back of the tombstone and to that 2x2. That way not only is the tombstone on the stakes, but it'll be Velcroed to that 2x2 too. So I'll keep sturdy it up a little bit more. Another thing I still need to do on this, obviously I need to attach, drill a dowling for these yet. Probably get that tomorrow. I'm not going to have time today. I need to attach a 2x2 on here yet. I'm going to put a little piece of plywood over the ends here to cap the ends off. And then when I was doing my foam board walls, I had some waste pieces left over. They're 1 foot width by 4 foot long. I'm going to cut these down and actually attach them to the base all the way around and across the top, and I'm going to carve those as well to go with the tombstones. You know, that way everything has some sort of a carved foam board on it. But you know, that's, you know, I'm still in the process of monkeying with things, so I'm not totally done with that. But I did want to get everything cut and assembled before I start doing any painting on anything. So anyway, that's where I'm at on my tombstones project. Okay, one other thing too here before I bring the Tombstone era vlog done is I have a trivia question. And I want to see if someone can puzzle out the answer. And it has to do with my little box tombstone there. The name, William Stanton. And the emblem, the circle quartered by a cross underneath of it, come from a book series that I fell in love with back in junior high that originally developed my love for reading. I remember in junior high I found them in 7th grade. The library actually had to replace a whole series of books that character was in twice because I wore the books out. I checked them out and read them so often, over and over and over again. But the name William Stanton, that is on the front, and that circle quartered by the cross, appeared in 4 out of the 5 books. The saying up here on top, and I'm going to back this out, on the Day of the Dead, when the year 2 dies, did he open? That much of that saying is also from that book series. I'm wondering, can anyone name the series of books that comes from and the author that wrote them? And we'll give it, say it's Thursday, February 2nd. We'll give you guys until next Thursday, 1 week, to puzzle it out. Can you tell me what series of books the character Will Stanton and the saying on the Day of the Dead when the year 2 dies come from? Which book series? Okay, so a little bit of trivia there for you. Let's see if you guys can puzzle it out. You've got 1 week. Hey guys, just got done showing you the tombstones. That, like the foam board panels, is a work in progress. You know, let me know what you think and what have you. I do know the footings on those and the foam board panels themselves will probably be done this month. I'll have them all painted and finished off with some mossing and what have you this month. The mechanics on the back, I'm probably going to be doing piecemeal. You know, I'll go down and buy a couple of parts every month or something until they get done. The heads and the skeleton heads I'm going to need for each one of those probably won't be done until September, October. I'm going to wait for the different Halloween stores and stuff to open up and see what they carry before I go and order a bunch of stuff offline. But and don't forget my trivia question I asked too. Let me know about the saying on top of the little crypt and the name Will Stanton. You know, you've got until next Thursday. So curious to see if there's anyone else who had a passion for that series like I did, and kind of still do. So anyway, other than that, we have Shadow of Palms video chat tonight. It is let's see, Thursday, February 2nd. The video chat starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So if you're watching this before or during the video chat, feel free to pop on in. Just go to www.shadowofpalms.com. If you go to get into chat with your webcam and you're having problems, make sure you update your Flash player on your computer. That will fix your problem. Probably wouldn't hurt to update Java as well. But Flash player seems to be the main problem a lot of new people have. But feel free to pop on in. Everybody's welcome, and it's always nice to meet new haunters. And don't be bashful. We're a good group of people. We joke and tease a lot, but we don't bite much. Anyway, see you guys later.